This email strategy that I am going to be sharing in today's video is the reason why I was able to gain 19,000 email subscribers, and also the reason why many of my clients are able to gain 1,000 email subscribers within just 30 days. So if you're interested in what that strategy is, then you definitely want to watch the rest of today's video. I'm Shanelle the Brand Hustler, and this is a channel for all of my hustle babes who are interested in gaining insight on the entrepreneurial journey while learning essential marketing and business tips for their brand. If that sounds like you, then you definitely want to make sure that you mark your calendar for Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, because that's when your girl drops new videos. You also want to make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you do not miss another upload. Now, when it comes to email lists, it may sound like it is a thing of the past. It may also sound like a huge pain in the butt, but I promise that dedicating time to building your email list can pay off big time. Stats show that businesses that invest in their email marketing can build brand credibility faster and increase their revenue even more. Obviously, the bigger your email list, the more conversions, which is why building an email list is super important. As I was sitting here doing some additional research, I came across an important fact that I just had to share. So according to Forbes, over 60% of consumers have made a purchase via email. Over 60%. Not only that, but it is proven that for every dollar that a business invests into email marketing, they make about $45 back. Talk about an insane investment. So just imagine the amount of money that you're leaving on the table because you are not taking email marketing seriously. This is why today I want to share the email list building strategy that has worked for me and a ton of my clients. I've helped clients with hair care brands, skincare brands, fashion brands, makeup brands, and so much more. So if you're interested in stealing the strategy, wait a minute, run that back. If you're interested in stealing the strategy that has worked for all of them and myself, then go ahead and comment down below telling me to spill the tea, sis. All right? Say spill the tea, sis, and I'll go ahead and spill it. Before we get started, I just have to say that I am a woman of receipts. So right here is one of my favorite hustle babes who used this very strategy over the course of, I think, 3 months. This is what her email list growth looked like because she followed the step-by-step strategy that I'm about to give you right now. Step number 1. Identify and research your target audience. When it comes to your brand and when it comes to growing your business, you need to know who it is that you're targeting. More specifically, who has the problem that your products solve. You must know this when building your email list, because if not, you will end up building an email list with a bunch of people who aren't interested in your brand or anything that you're selling. They'll become dead weight and you'll more than likely have poor open rates, terrible click-through rates, and a whole lot of unsubscribes. If you have no clue what click-through rates are, no clue what open rates are, or any of the other jargon that I am using in today's video, don't worry about it. You can comment down below letting me know that, Shanelle, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you please do a video? And I will consider doing a video if I get enough comments asking for it. I will do a video on the email stats that you need to know. But the point that I'm making in this video at this very moment is that you want to make sure that you have people on your list that are interested in your content, interested in the problem that your brand solves, and interested in your product. Obviously, at least you know that they have the problem that your product solves, right? You want to make sure that those type of people are on your list because that is the only way that you are going to be able to nurture them through the process. That is when they will actually move forward in the customer journey. All right, now let's move on to step number 2. Using the information that you found out about your audience in step number 1, you then want to develop a list of pain points. You can do this by creating something that is called an avatar, where you create a fictional person that represents a member of your audience. Now, because I've done this so many freaking times, I don't necessarily build out an avatar every single time. I kind of take a shortcut, y'all. So what I do is, after I execute my target audience research, I answer 4 main questions. And those questions are: 1, what is my audience struggling with? 2, what is my audience motivated by? 3, what does my audience need and want to know about? And then 4, how does my audience relate to others? The third step that I take when it comes to this secret email list building strategy of mine is that I identify quick wins that I can give that particular audience. A quick win is defined as a piece of information that you can give your audience that provides an immediate solution. For example, if I had a skincare brand, sharing a skincare routine may be a quick win. And people love quick wins, mostly because once it's applied, you can almost see immediate results. Sharing quick wins are then beneficial to you as the business and as the brand because it enhances your brand's trustworthiness and your authority. A lot of my YouTube videos actually provide quick wins, which probably is why you're hooked to me, and it's probably why you trust me. At least I hope you do, right? Step number 4 is to take the quick win that you just identified and mold it into an interactive quiz. So raise your hand if you've ever taken a quiz to find out something like which celebrity you have the personality of, or what type of style you have, or, you know, what movie replicates your life or something like that, right? Raise your hand if you have taken a quiz like that, because I know I have. And these quizzes are super addictive, which is why they spread across social media, especially Facebook, because Facebook be having these quizzes like just on rotation or something. But they spread like wildfire because they are addicting. And it is so interactive, right? This is the type of quiz that you want to create, but you want to take the strategic approach with it, which is why I took the steps before even creating the quiz. So keeping up with the skincare example, I may want to create a quiz titled, "Is your skincare routine working?" where I ask several questions about your skincare routine and share tips with you along the way that teach you what it is that you're doing right and what it is that you're doing wrong when it comes to your skincare routine. Now, creating an interactive quiz helps me do 2 things, right? It's because it's not just for people to have fun. It's honestly very smart to create an interactive quiz, and here is why. The 2 things that an interactive quiz allows me to do is, 1, it's going to help me build trust with my audience because I am going to establish my brand as a thought leader within that space. Now, how exactly am I able to do this? I am able to do this because I am giving them tips as they're taking the quiz. My audience can now warm up to my brand and respect what it is that my brand is saying, which then helps them build trust with my brand. The second thing that an interactive quiz allows me to do is I am collecting their emails, y'all. Like, talk about sneaky. But for you to even take the quiz, you must give me your name and you must lock in your email address. You can also ask them for their numbers as well, but I always suggest making numbers optional just because people act a little funny with their phone numbers, which I mean, rightfully so, because some of y'all be creeps. But have the phone numbers be optional. And honestly, even when phone numbers are optional, a good percentage of people will still give you their number, especially if they're within your target audience and they're super interested in your brand, or they just feel like they can trust your brand so much based off of the information you already gave them in the quiz. So doing that, right, creating that interactive quiz, you have now killed 2 birds with 1 stone. And at the very end of that quiz, you can try to sell them into a low-cost product, or you can just thank them and let them know to keep their eye on their inbox for what's to come. Now, because I'm giving you the inside scoop on my specific strategy, I'm gonna go ahead and share with you a bonus step, which is step number 5. However, you can very much stop at step number 4 if you wanted to and have a pretty successful run with this strategy. But let's go ahead and sprinkle the extraness on top with step number 5. Step number 5 is to use your brand's messaging to create appealing ads that run to your quiz. By now, you should know what is appealing to your audience. You want to use that audience's knowledge to develop the copy and imagery that will speak to them and turn it into an ad. That ad can run on just about any platform as long as you remember that you should be calling out the pain points within that ad. Now, I execute number 5 to amplify my results. Ads do a great job at amplifying what is already going on for your brand and in your business. They also do a great job of connecting your brand with your target audience that you would have taken longer to reach organically. All right, so I don't use ads as a magical pill. I use it to amplify what's already working, which is why I do steps 1 through 4 before I even get to step number 5. And boom, just like that, you just stole my strategy. But you don't want to have the people on your list just sitting there, right? So neglecting your new subscribers that you just worked so hard to get isn't fair to you or to them. They'll either end up forgetting that you even exist, or they'll lose the fire that they once had within them from taking your quiz and engaging with you in that fashion. More importantly, your email subscribers don't just convert into dollars mysteriously, like just because you said so. You must put in the work to get them from interested to paying customer. So you want to take the opportunity as soon as they hit your email list to start the nurturing process. And you can start the nurturing process through what is called a welcome email series. Now, a welcome email series, AKA a welcome email campaign, is a campaign that is dedicated to building rapport with your audience. You build a connection with your audience and you lead them down the journey to potentially buying your products. Your welcome email series basically serves as an introductory phase where you're getting to know them, they're getting to know your brand, learning more about your products, etc. Now, unfortunately, today's video is not about email series, AKA email campaigns. So I am not going to be getting into the details of how you can create a welcome email series. However, if you are interested in learning more about email campaigns, email list building, and all that jazz, then I suggest you check out the 2 links in my description box. The first link is gonna be the link to strategy sessions. We're gonna work one-on-one together to create a strategy specifically for your brand. Now, that's not limited to just email building. That could be anything surrounding your brand, such as target audience, creating content, etc. So if you're like, girl, I've been trying to get more sales for years, or I've been trying to build my email list for years, or I'm stuck creating content and I've been in business for years, or whatever the case may be, then working one-on-one with me is going to be your best bet. And just to give y'all some receipts, because y'all know I love receipts, I actually worked with one of my clients who she had been in business for about 2 or 3 years before finding me, and she only had 100 or like a few hundred people on her email list. And after we worked together and put a strategy together for her brand, she is now able to gain 1,000 emails every single month on her list. And she says that every single time she sends out an email campaign or a one-off email, that she is guaranteed to make sales from it. That is amazing, and might I say, thebomb.com, okay? Now, the second link that you're gonna see in my description box is for ULC, which stands for the Ultimate Launch Course. That is a course that will teach you about building your list prior to launch. And I also share foundational email campaigns that you wanna make sure that you set up in the early stages of your business. ULC is a course that is dedicated to helping you create a successful and powerful launch marketing strategy plan. So if you are in the beginning stages, if you are getting ready to launch, if you're relaunching, whatever the case may be, then ULC is going to be perfect for you. So make sure that you go ahead and open up my description box and check out those 2 links and choose the one that is best for your situation and your current status right now. Whew. That was so good. If you made it to this point in this video, go ahead and drop a comment below saying email list on 1,000 to let me know that you are a true hustle babe that made it all the way to the end, okay? If you are watching this and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Hit the subscription button so that you can be alerted when I drop another gem-filled video, all right? And make sure that you follow me on Instagram at The Brand Hustler. You can follow me on TikTok as well, which is at The Brand Hustler too, because your girl is about to be dropping some heat on there. So I will see y'all in the next one, Hustle Babes. Bye.